We turn now to Tokyo and the Summer Games. And while there may not be any fans in the country for these Olympics, our correspondent James Longman has been exploring the sights and sounds of Tokyo during his time there, including a unique phenomenon called animal cafes. So what exactly are they? Here's his report.
Did I just hear a lizard fart? Is that what's just happened? Actually, no, he's just gone to the toilet. Welcome to the Reptile Cafe.
I'm checking out one of Japan's biggest crazes, animal cafes. And this one is a little unnerving.
He might bite you and then strangle you.
He might bite you and then strangle you to death. That's really lovely.
Walk down any one of Tokyo's trendiest neighborhoods and you'll see signs for all kinds of experiences. We thought we'd grab a latte at the Reptile Cafe. In fast-paced Tokyo, these places offer a chance to unwind, all part of a focus on healing and getting in touch with nature in the big city. Although I didn't find it particularly relaxing when the owner decided to show us the full experience.
Oh God. I feel like Britney Spears. Can it sense fear? I feel like it's going to go for my neck.
It will not strangle you.
Yeah, this is the wrong sentence to use in this situation. It will not strangle you.
He just wants to play.
Oh, does he?
He was in a container, so
yeah.
He wants to explore.
It's nice.
Okay, so I didn't love the snake on my shoulders, but for Melanie and Cassie, who've been together 3 years, it seems the perfect date spot.
Because of the housing conditions in Japan, we have small apartments and houses, and many people want to buy these animals, but it's hard to buy, so we seek connection with animals in a place like this.
In a city where space is a premium, keeping a snake might not seem like too much of a stretch, but a mini pig? That's a different story. At the Me Pig Cafe, you get a coffee and a donut and a whole bunch of mini pigs placed on your lap. And as ever with pigs, it was feeding time.
Okay, they're biting my fingers. That's what's happening. So why do people come to the pig cafe? What is it about pigs that people like?
So pigs are actually herd animals, so they love to flock to people. So if you go to cat cafes, sometimes the cats don't really come to you. They let people do their own thing. But the pigs will really come to the customers and relax with them.
So it's better to have a pig cafe than a cat cafe?
We have customers who come here like once a week. Yeah, quite regularly.
Really?
For a couple hours at a time. So.
2 hours a week with a pig. Does you a lot of good, apparently. Let's feed a bit more. But guys, can we watch it with the teeth?
It's not just popular with the Japanese. Even during a pandemic, American tourists have made it here too.
They're so cute.
Do you think a pig cafe would take off in Ohio?
Yeah, we're kind of talking about it. Yeah.
You're going to start a pig cafe in Ohio?
Maybe I will.
What do you like most about them then? What's the thing that's attracted you to this?
Honestly, ever since I was a little kid, I really liked pigs. For some reason, I guess Charlotte's Web was like the big thing for me. And so when I saw there was like animal cafes here in Japan, I just wanted to give it a try.
But there is a darker underbelly to all this. To understand it, we visited possibly the strangest cafe of all.
Fancy an otter with your coffee? I know a place. There you go.
This Otter Cafe gets 100 visitors a day, and there are 3 like this around the city. But rights groups say that the demand for these sorts of experiences in Japan is driving illegal smuggling operations. Tomomi Kitami is from Traffic, an NGO that monitors the illegal animal trade.
So from the conservation perspective, this proliferation of exotic animal cafes and the usage or demand for exotic pets more generally is definitely a concern.
This cafe says all their otters were born here.
Hello.
But Kitami says they've seen a marked increase in otter smuggling in Japan. These cafes, she says, can have a positive impact, but it's a process.
They would have to play an active role in reducing demand and educating the public. If there's a way they can do that, then there may be a potential for responsible existence. But there are other concerns from the perspective of animal welfare and potentially human health risks.
And what are those human health risks? Well, the very real possibility of animal diseases jumping to humans. Sound familiar? Visiting these animal cafes was a fun and engaging experience, but as this trend grows, the potential for dangerous consequences grows too.
Well, Lindsay, these animal cafes are part of a growing exotic animal trade here in Asia. And rights groups will say that it's not just the animals they're concerned about, it's the increasing contact of humans with all kinds of animals they may not otherwise have come into contact with, and that's when you get disease transmission. And of course, we're all living through a pandemic, which was probably caused by a human coming into contact with an animal that they shouldn't have. So that is one of the big concerns for this part of the world. But I have to say, when we were in these cafes, we saw they were clean, the animals looked to be happy for the most part, and it is a regulated industry here in Japan, and a lot of people will say, well, it's good for people to be educated and to come into contact with these animals to learn more about the natural world, and it seems to be a thing that Japanese people really love. Lindsay?
It seems like it might be unlikely that we're going to see one of those pig pop-up cafes in Ohio. Our thanks to James for that.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.